Alright guys, so as y'all can probably tell by the title of the video and the thumbnail, I'm going to be putting twin turbos on the 63 Chevy today. And the turbo headers came in, but the turbos themselves won't be here until tomorrow. But the T4 or the T3 T4 flange is coming in today too. But I got a problem with the headers. Is as you can see, so once the header gets put up here, right? So let me try and grab this at an angle. It's going to be pretty far forward. And after I put the elbow on there with the T3, T4 flange, and then the turbo, it's going to be right there up front. There's going to be no space for a filter or for the cold side piping. So what I'm going to do today, seeing how the turbo isn't here yet, I am going to cut this. So basically, I don't know if I should. So basically, I'm just going to chop it off roughly there-ish. And then, that's going to give me, 3.5, 4 inches. And, yeah, I already got new V-bands on order just because. Wait, do I need new? Yeah, I need new V-band flanges. Because, I have the flanges here, but I only got one side of the little inputs that you got weld on, just because the other side's already on there. And I don't wanna just cut it there and then cut it back here and then move that back, because then I'm gonna have their crappy weld and then my crappy weld. It's not gonna look good. Which, I'm not trying to make this look the best. These are, $95 eBay turbo headers. They're, yeah, you get what you get. But, so that's going to be the plan today. Just, I'm going to cut it there. I'm just going to find pretty much as far back as I can go that's full round, where it's not digging into these pipes, where it's just still 3-inch. And then cut that. And I'll go ahead and prep everything up today. Clean all the burrs off of it. Face it off, and then get it ready for the V-band flanges are going to be in tomorrow, because I ordered them off Amazon. So yeah, get them ready for that, and then yeah, so let's get to it, right? Alright guys, so cut these off, and what I did, I wish I would have thought about it before I actually started measuring. But on the driver side header, so that would be this one, this driver side header. So I cut it a little bit closer, a little bit further back than I did the passenger side header, just because on LS's the driver side bank of the engine is the one that sits further forward. And if I would have thought about it beforehand, I would have actually measured the engine. I would have measured like the distance from the cylinder head to the core support on each side and just subtracted the difference. And then I would have made that difference on these cuts, so that way the turbos would be sitting in the exact same spot. You see what I'm saying? So right now, I think I thought about like as I was doing it, so there's only like a 1/4 inch difference between these two. So the driver side is I cut it a 1/4 inch further back, and you can kind of see like it's real close to the where it starts bending, where that one's a little bit further away. But yeah, so I wish I would have done that to make them perfectly even, but then I cut them with the angle grinder, just 4.5 inch cut off wheel, and then I faced them off with the belt sander. And then of course I took a file in there and took all the burrs off the inside and cleaned up the outside a little bit on both of them. And yeah, this one can still use a little bit more. But I was gonna go ahead and weld on the V-band flanges, but all I have is these. So you see, this is the style. This is like the female side of the V-band flange, and then this is the male side. So you see the male side has that little ring, female side has that little divot in there, and that ring will sit right in there and make that flush. And I would go ahead and weld these on, but you know, these were $95 headers, and these V-band flanges look cheaper than, you know, even the ones I buy. So I usually buy Evil Energy V-band flanges. That's what I bought for these headers. They have Evil Energy V-band flanges. Those pipes are Evil Energy V-band flanges. I use Evil Energy for a lot of stuff, and you know, they're gonna be here tomorrow, so it's not like it's a long wait, and it's not like the truck's gonna be up and running, you know, next week anyways. So I just don't feel comfortable matching those real cheap ones with the Evil Energy stuff. Not that they're some, you know, super high quality V-band flange, but these just looked a little sus. So I feel like that's gonna be all for today pretty much. And yeah, this is gonna be one long video, or not a long video. This probably just, well, yeah, this might be a long video. But yeah, so I'll bring y'all back tomorrow whenever I'm welding V-band flanges on and whenever the turbos come in. And today the elbows with the T3, T4 flange are coming in, but I'll just show y'all all that tomorrow. So yeah, boom. All right, guys, so I'm bringing y'all back. It is, I think, 2 days after the last video. It's 1 or 2 days after the last video. And in the last video, I cut these, I faced them off, but as you can see, the turbos came in. These are eBay GT35 turbos. They're like 61 or 62 mil turbos. They was like $127 a piece. They're super budget friendly. They was rated 4.5 out of 5 stars with I think like 37 reviews. And they're small, kinda. I mean, it's a twin turbo setup, so of course they're not gonna be, you know, 76, 75 turbos or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to make 1,000 horsepower. I'm not trying to go out here and drag race this thing every weekend and break, you know, records and everything. I just want, you know, 600 to 700 wheel horsepower, and these are perfectly capable of doing that. The only problem is, so the headers are 3 inch, and these T3, T4 flanges are 2.5 inch on the V-band flange. So pretty much how it would go is that would hook up there. Of course, there'd be a V-band welded onto the header, and then boom, that'd go there. I could clock this either way, and then turbo sits right on there from that. And then of course, wastegate goes on that pipe. Yeah, for some odd reason, I ordered 2.5 inch. I even looked back at the order. I did order 2.5 inch for some odd reason. I don't know why. Whenever I was already bought, you know, 3 inch headers. But yeah, so I'm making this video now because this is probably all I'm going to get done. In the last video, I stated that I needed to order new V-band flanges because I didn't want to do, you know, the crappy V-band flange with Evil Energy V-band flange. And I wasn't even thinking, but whenever I order a new one of these, because I got to order 3-inch elbow, it's gonna come with new V-band flange. So I just wasted another $25 on Evil Energy V-band flanges, which are coming in today. But there's no point welding one of those on, and then I would still be, once I order the elbow, it's gonna have a different V-band flange on there or a different name brand. And I just want to keep it all the same, just because different companies, you never know how well they're gonna mate up with each other. And of course, these had to be sealed completely because exhaust is running through. And I haven't ordered the new flanges because I'm about to take a road trip on the motorcycle. I'm about to ride back to Florida. So the V-band flanges, if I order them, they was going to be here literally the day I was leaving. I'm leaving early in the morning, so they would just be sitting outside my house. And of course, I got my buddy watching my house. But there's no point me ordering it and then, it's coming while I'm not even going to be here. I might as well just wait till right before I leave to come back. I'll order them so that way they're getting here, like the day before I get back, so that way they're just waiting on me. But yeah, so I guess all of this stuff is wasted, and these things are not cheap, by the way. These were, for a set of these, it was like $137. I found some new ones. The 3-inch, they're $110 for the set, so that would be good. The headers that I stated before were only like $95. These were $127 a piece. So it was a real budget-friendly setup. And of course, they got the little boost reference spot, and then they got the oil feed, and then these actually come with coolant in and out, and then oil drain. So that's either a coolant in or a coolant out, and then the other coolant in, coolant out is there. Oil drain, and then this one over here with the restrictor is the oil feed, which I already have the little piece that goes on the block of the LS. So if you look down here, there's I think down by the oil filter. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see. Right there where that little block off plate is with the 2 bolts sticking out right above the oil filter. That's where the oil feed comes from. So I bought a little plate from, I think, ICT Billet, and it has it's all O-ringed and everything, and it has two outlets for twin turbos. It's a dual feed for twin turbos, and then of course I'll run the drains back down either into the timing cover or the oil pan, which probably gonna be the oil pan, just because there's not much room on the timing cover, especially after I throw the crankshaft pulley on, and there's still so much more to do. And yeah, I mocked it up in here so the headers are ending about right there-ish, just right in front of valve covers. And then after I put the elbow on and turbo, then I was thinking about doing dual intercoolers. So I'd have one intercooler here and one intercooler over there in the same spot roughly for the turbo, just because you can't really fit too big of an intercooler on these, this body style Chevy. There's not much room up here behind the grill and everything, as you can see, which of course I'm gonna have to cut that X brace out, which or unbolt it rather. I'm gonna have to do that, and then that'll give me a little bit of room. But I think about as big of an intercooler I can go in total. So total length was I think 28 by 13, so 28 inches wide by 13 tall. And of course that was counting end tanks and everything. And the tanks are on the end, so it's actually the intercooler core is 13 inches tall. And then I think the actual width was 24 or something. Or maybe it's 24 by 11. I don't know, but it's like just on the verge of being able to support the power I want, which is fine because the dual intercooler system ain't gonna work. So I think that's enough talking for this video. That's all I got. After I come back from the little road trip on the bike, I'm gonna start knocking this out, way faster. But there was no point me ordering stuff whenever it's gonna get here while I'm gone. So that's all for today's video. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No. So that's all for today's video. eBay Turbos, Junkyard LS. Y'all know the deal, man. So we're going to get it when I come back.